on these matters.
Are you irritated by the fact that there's a narrative that persists that you are, like other leaders in our political spectrum, a big man, right? You like Holomisa has been there for 20 years, I think. Butele is okay. Let me not talk ill of the dead, but Butele was there until the last day, right?
He left with the coffin.
He was 90 something, 92 or something, right? And I can go into the continent, but let's not go there. Let's just talk about here. That do you get irritated by being tagged that way to say it looks like EFF will always have this president and that's it? It's a third term of 5 maybe.
You're using what will appear as better example to whoever is listening to you. So, and you are also trying to persuade me differently because you are using bad names. Yeah. Why are you not comparing this?
No, but who's Bantu Halumi is not a bad name.
I agree, but why are you not comparing it with O.R. Tambo? For how long was O.R. Tambo president of the
exile? Of the Come on, this was a different context altogether.
It's not different context.
It is. He was underground.
They were a political party and they were not in power. And they had a leader who was leading them consistently. And what was worse about Tambo is that there was never a conference, except when there were problems, when Christian wrote a letter, they went to Kabwe to go and discuss those concerns of the soldiers. So, the same with the IFP leader, Mohamed Mashaba, everyone.
Yes.
They don't go to conferences. I'm not here for 3rd to 5th term. I'm here for this term. I'm being re-elected as a new president of the EFF. And I'm not worried about whoever says what. I'm going to implement the resolutions.
You have a succession plan?
Yes. You know what's the succession plan?
Next MPA. Is that the succession plan?
The succession plan is that if I die, the deputy president of the EFF takes over. You can't say the same about MK.
Is that your succession plan?
No. Succession means what happens when this person is no longer there. In MK, is Zuma alone. If he dies, they are going to kill each other because it's my last term. I've accepted only this term because I've been asked for this term. So, as far as I'm concerned...
No, that's confusing. Is this your last term or come NPA 4, you'll stand again?
No, I don't know if I will be nominated in the NPA 4, but I've never said no to the EFF. Every time it asked me to do something, I do it. So if they ask me then, I will accept and I will do it. But this is my last term. So I'm saving it as if I'm not going to get any chance.
In the 11 years, what battle did you lose as the leader?
I've never lost any. Politics, I lose at home, my lord. But politically, I don't lose. I don't fear nothing. The only person I'm scared of is my wife.
So, I think we must be part of the CT. What is it?
It must
Central
be
Command. Yeah, you must be. Your members of the CCT, are they free? And I'm asking you a straightforward question. Are they free to challenge you seriously, right, in those meetings? Or are there layers where in certain layers they cannot challenge you, etc.? I just want to deal with the issue of internal democracy once and for all.
So I give a political report. I spoke for 3 hours, 45 minutes, if I'm not wrong. From there, I sit down. The whole hall there start interrogating me. That's my input. Remember that input I give there doesn't come from the collective. It's not like an organizational report. That's me speaking and setting the tone for the conference. So they need to take that report and you have not built the school, blah, blah, and then this.
I hope you started building that school. It's taking too long.
If you say that we'll build it without approvals of government, if you want us to build it, we can build it. We've got the capacity, the resources to build it. We are being held by government, incompetent Mogale City government, which is not approving our plans. To the Mogale City community of whites are saying there's going to be too much traffic going that way, and then their lives are going to be affected. When they say there's going to be too much traffic, they mean there's going to be too many black people going to that school, so we don't want blacks here.
All right, let's pack
So now, the EFF people speak freely.
Okay.
Advocate Mpofu you spoke about was in the EFF. What will stop him from speaking freely? The deputy president, former deputy president Floyd was in the EFF. What will stop him speaking freely? Because they are now heroes. If they can't speak freely, it means they are cowards. What stopped Mbuyiseni Ndlozi to speak freely? They all speak freely. And that's why some of the things that we don't agree with, we can't present our views, we get defeated.
I want, after the break, you tell me 3 things, right, that have come out of your NPA, right, that would reposition the EFF, right, in terms of dealing with all the things we have raised, including electoral decline in KZN, the whole issue about rebuilding and advancing the economic freedom agenda. 3 things that came out. We don't have time to go through it, but we will talk to your other leaders to unpack what came out of the NPA. I just want 3 strategic things that came out of all that discussion. Give a 3.5-hour report. I think your SG gave it a 4-hour report. I had 7 hours out of there. Dissect it for me and just give me 3 that will say to a viewer who's watching, I can vote for these guys to run this country. 3 things that came out of the MPA, big, as you called it, festival of branches, etc. What came out of there that would reposition you, right? You are now number 4. You used to be number 3, you are number 4. I'm sure you want to reclaim number 1, for that matter, in the next round of elections, that is next year and the ones in 2029. What are the 3 things that came out of the MPA that would interest society?
Well, the first thing is that we are going to form a youth command. We're collapsing the EFF student command into a youth command so that we have a dynamic youth organization that is found everywhere else where young people are found. Interest is because the young people are the biggest supporters of the EFF. And for you to change the balance of forces and reclaim the lost grounds, you ought to mobilize this youth and make it understand that the excitement of 29 May will not bring about economic freedom in our lifetime. We need to start emphasizing the issue of the land question again. The expropriation of land without compensation, for industrialization, for beneficiation, for creation of jobs and building state capacity so that our schools and hospitals are appealing to our communities. Internally, we're going to be dissolving all regions and creating the sub-regions because we think the regions create a level of elitism in the organization without any immediate role in relation to the masses on the ground. So we want a structure that will have constant interaction on daily basis with the lower structures on the ground. And a branch of the EFF will not be a branch of EFF if its membership is not from all the voting stations in that particular one. So we are going to rebuild this organization. We're going to defend it and we're going to fight for the unemployed.